10.21, impoundment of motor vehicles and vehicle towing to Gardner Municipal Code. Title 10.
Again, this deals with the impoundment of motor vehicles and vehicle towing. You know, what this is, and I know Councilman Freeman mentioned it earlier, this puts us in line with most other municipalities within Johnson County, quite honestly, the Kansas City area. We did not have a tow or impoundment policy that deals directly with the police department, and what this does is it still allows us to tow abandoned vehicles, seized vehicles, vehicles off the roadways. It still allows us to do this, but what it also does is sets a uniform fee structure that tow companies have to abide by if they decide to choose and operate within the city of Gardner, Kansas. It also requires that those tow providers have a certain amount of insurance, be responsible if they maintain that insurance, that they be responsible for if we take a vehicle that we tow, we seize, or impound, that it goes to a safe and secure area, that it's not just sitting outside, that, you know, if they go through and decide to seize the vehicle, or not so much seize the vehicle, but go through and the tow company wants to sell the vehicle, there's the procedure they have to go through still underneath the Kansas statutes that require that they do that. This is something that, again, is just cleaner. It keeps the city of Gardner and the police department out of any kind of, I think, litigation issues about the towing of the vehicle and selling of the vehicle. It does allow for an appeal procedure if someone's vehicle is towed and they feel that we've done it incorrectly or wrong or didn't have the legal right. We have an appeal procedure there before that we've never had. Again, I think it's just a little bit cleaner and nicer than what we currently have, which is nothing.
This time, if there's anybody that has public comment regarding new business item number 3. Nobody coming forward? Questions for Chief?
Yeah, Chief, 1021 in its entirety is whole cloth, correct? That is not, that is a new section that you
That's
are
new.
That you are adding to the municipal code.
Yes, sir. This is all new.
Is this NPR template language here for this?
This is language that I went through, and I've written one previously for the city of Edwardsville. I took this and brought it over, vetted it through NPR to make sure that they were in agreement with it, which they were and are, and said that they were fine with it.
All right, thank you.
Other questions about new business item number 3? Well, Chief, thanks for hanging in there with us for 3 items this evening. Appreciate your time. We'll move on to new business item number 4. Consider the acceptance of easements for the final plat for Gardner Auto Body and Storage. Mike Hall, good evening.
Hello, Mayor and Council. Before you tonight is a final plat for Gardner Auto Body and Storage. If this looks familiar to you, it's because you have considered and approved the rezone and preliminary development plan for Gardner Auto Body and Storage and the expansion of the facility by the addition of 7 buildings, new buildings. This is an aerial photo of the site. This is the site plan for the site. It's actually the landscape plan as part of the final development plan that was approved by the Planning Commission. Gardner Auto Body and Storage 2 is taking an existing plat, Gardner Auto Body and Storage, and expanding it and taking it from 2 lots to a single lot, lot 1, for an area of 4.87 acres. Planning Commission has reviewed this and they approved the final plat and are forwarding it to the governing body with a recommendation to accept the easements subject to the conditions on this slide in front of you. And with that, I won't read you the conditions. You can see them for yourself. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Okay. Quickly, if there's anyone in the audience that would like to speak about new business Item number 4. No one coming forward. Questions for Mike regarding new business item number 4? I think this indicates exceptional work or a desire to see basketball, but I'll stick with the exceptional work, Mike. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
With no other questions, I'd certainly entertain a motion.
I move we accept the easements for the final plat for Gardner Auto Body and Storage 2, subject to the following conditions. Prior to recording the final plat, the required excise tax shall be paid. Final layout of utilities and locations of associated easements is subject to review and approval by Public Works at submittal of construction plans.
Second.
Motion Harrison, second Shute. Without further comments or questions, motion Harrison, second Shute, that we accept the easement for final plat for Gardner Auto Body and Storage 2, subject to the conditions stipulated. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. New business item number 5. Consider authorizing the city administrator to negotiate the terms of a vehicle lease for the purpose of ordering 2 small aerial lift trucks for the electric department for expected delivery in 2014, for a total 2014 vehicle lease program cost not to exceed $211,600. Understand on here that it was supposed to be Electric Director Krotchik. He is not here. Is there someone that's...
That is correct. It was going to be the electric director. However, I can tell you that this item previously came before the council. The council requested that we have a lease with the final numbers before it's presented for approval. In talking with the vendor, we're not able to get the lease until they actually have an opportunity to go and inspect the vehicle. So what we're asking for is approval to negotiate with the vendor on the type of vehicles we need, get a cost, and then the final lease will be brought back to council for final approval. The reason why we want authority to negotiate and approve the expenditure is because once we ask them to inspect the vehicle, then the city is obligated to purchase that vehicle. And the amount that we're asking for is what's included in the budget.
Okay. We have anyone in the audience that would like to make public comments regarding new business item number 5? Questions for Cheryl about the staff recommendation for the vehicle purchase? Honestly, I think at this point we're dealing pretty much with the negotiating the terms. Anyone have questions?
I'm glad that in our packet we did get the information on lease versus purchase. To me, it seems like a no-brainer. Let's go ahead and get the lease negotiated. This gives you some flexibility to do that.
Correct.
And maybe we can even get a better deal, given the fact we'll have more eyes looking at it and scrutinizing the process. So I understand the clock is ticking. So we really do need to get these vehicles procured. I understand that this was supposed to happen by July of this year, August of this year, correct?
August is the date of the
Yeah.
expiration, correct.
So we need, I mean,
We need
obviously,
moving forward.
yes, how long does it typically take to spec up these?
My understanding is about 6 months to get these vehicles fixed, so we are really tight with being able to get these vehicles.
Yeah, we're running late.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? No other questions. I'd entertain a motion.
I move that we authorize the city administrator to negotiate the terms of a vehicle lease for the purpose of ordering 2 small aerial lift trucks for the electric department for expected delivery in 2014 for a total 2014 vehicle lease program cost not to exceed $211,600.
Second. Motion, Shute, second, Freeman, that we authorize the city administrator to negotiate the terms of the vehicle lease for the purpose of ordering 2 small aerial lift trucks for the electric department for expected delivery in 2014 for a total